Let's go.
Yo, what is up, guys? It is me, the Ninja Reviewer here, and I am back once again to do another exciting review of One Piece. Wow, episode 700 and I just lost my place there. Jesus Christ, it's been over a week since I've done this. 753. Now, this episode of One Piece was actually a very simple episode. And we got a couple things accomplished in this episode. We got number one, which is the Straw Hats climbing up the back of the elephant, and they finally make it to the actual location of ZORRO. Number two, once they actually reach the location of ZORRO, they actually see that everything is in fucking shambles. It's in ruin. Like, even though it's a ginormously huge fucking goddamn, I still can't believe how mind-boggling it is that we have a whole civilization on top of a fucking elephant. That is still that's some Toriko status. So did Oda pretty much get lessons from fucking Misatoshi and just took him yeah, you know what? For me to get more successful, I gotta be just like my senpai Misatoshi, man. I'm gonna go out there and create a gigantic world on a fucking giant ass elephant that's been living for 2,000 years, mind you. Fucking still with life, soulless eyes and everything, still fucking walking about slowly, but still walking about. But granted, though, it's pretty fucking crazy when it comes to that. So we see that the whole civilization is big. And by the way, that whale fort, that whale tree, very important part of this actual arc in general. All that shit is going to be revealed, a bit later on. So after arriving on the island, the third thing about this episode is a little controversial, a so-called setup fight for next week's episode when it comes to Zoro fighting off against Carrot, because it looks like Zoro and Carrot are pretty much about to clash. Like, the two of them somewhat are about to clash. Like, we see Zoro is about to pretty much slice Carrot, and we see Carrot and she's doing the flip. Now, Carrot is the rabbit girl, the rabbit female that we get introduced into this episode. And what this is, she's pretty much a big fan favorite when it comes to the manga, and we really hope that we actually do get to see her for Nakama. I'm really hoping, but that again, we know how Oda likes to dick tease us, so, it may not be a possibility that Carrot may not join, but as a whole, between her and from the last arc when we had fucking Rebecca, I would rather have Carrot any day. Much better female character. She's funny. Okay, I don't want to spoil too much, but you will find out why she's a big fan favorite, though. But you will see why. All the hype for Carrot, and you'll see exactly why when you watch the episodes. God damn it. Almost kind of spoiler there, sorry, but, you'll find out why eventually. Anyways, so when it comes to that, the new opening, you can argue, sort of gives it away a bit, kind of. Anyways, so we see that one, and then we see, I can't say her name either. Shit, fuck me, shit. Oh my god. Okay, I kind of stopped myself for giving her away. Sorry, Jesus Christ. But anyways, it's really hard to do this kind of shit when you don't want to spoil the character's name. So anyways, we find out we got this dog-looking mink that comes on a fucking crocodile, and she said that there's an invader in the Whale Forest. Who this mysterious invader? Is it really the Straw Hats, or is it basically... Oh wait, I forgot to mention. Shit, I forgot. Well, I'll get to that in a bit. So basically, yeah. So is it really the Straw Hats, or is it just some kind of new enemy in general that's pretty much just invading the Whale Forest, entirely? Because that again, if it's not the Straw Hats, she did say that we just Carrot, just let them be. Don't attack them or anything. Look, we got some invaders in the Whale Forest right now, so I'm assuming that means that it's not going to be the Straw Hats that are being targeted. But again, all those questions will be answered probably, I would say, the next week's episode or the week after that. We should be able to get some answers around there. As a manga reader myself, I pretty much know what happens, because obviously I am a manga reader, so I know basically what happens. But let's just get to pretty much the meat of this episode here. So let's just get to the main MVP, the main focus comedy. Yo, fucking RYUNOSUKE, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. When it comes to RYUNOSUKE, when it comes to the character, every time I actually look, because every time RYUNOSUKE pretty much climbs up, it's always so funny. And to me, when it comes to between there and the manga, I actually love this version better compared to the manga. Because in the manga, we pretty much knew it was a fucking joke anyway to begin with. But the way the anime set it up, like they set this up like it was the freaking Going Mary's fucking funeral here, for God's sakes. And it's just, it's crazy. It's like, it's so funny. Like, this dragon, like yeah, like struggling and shit. Like, RYUNOSUKE! Like, I just love the way they actually build it up. Granted, I will admit the pacing for this episode was a bit slow. I will admit, just getting to, dear God, just the first 15 minutes was them just trying to get to the top of the fucking elephant. So again, the pacing was rather a bit slow. But I will say one thing about this episode that really caught me by surprise. But again, I will get to that like in a mere second. Let's just keep, going forward from there. Every time I always think of RYUNOSUKE going, yeah, it's like, it's either something like Paint Guy, like, I don't know, did like fucking Paint Guy voice the fucking dragon? Because it's like, yeah, so it's like, it's fucking, not Paint Guy, fucking Salamander Man, because it sounds like Salamander Man. Like, I guess he can't handle all these nipples. I don't know. But is it like fucking Salamander Man? If you guys watch Filthy Franco, I don't know, but it's so fucking weird. Like, the way he keeps saying that, man, it's like it's weird. It's like he really just wants to get this job accomplished, just to put him out of his fucking misery. God left him unfinished is pretty much what he's saying in translation. Like, so anyways, yeah, but it's just it's so funny. Like, oh my god. Like, I think the anime version did a more fantastic job compared to the manga. I did a really great job with that. It was just so funny. Granted, I will admit it was a bit dragged out for like over 15 minutes. I forgot to mention too, Kinemon and Kanjuro pretty much fall off the dragon because there is this fucking monkey that just comes out of nowhere that knocks him over. While they were also doing that, apparently before that happened, they were talking about the reason why they come to ZORRO was because there was another comrade that should have made it there safely as well, and he is a ninja named Raizo. And it was also pretty funny how the Straw Hats, like most of the members, well, not all the Straw Hats, but the members on RYUNOSUKE's back, they were pretty much all guys. And Robin, because we all know when it comes to guys, they get, pretty much, fascinated, or I guess you could say like a hard-on for like fucking ninjas and shit, because ninjas are pretty fucking awesome, except for most of the ninjas in Naruto, which are not awesome. Just saying, that's just my opinion. I mean, hey, at least they're like better than, hey, I'd rather take shinobi ninjas than fucking most of the ninjas from Naruto. Believe it! But anyways, enough about that though. But you will see there's a ninja fellow named Raizo, and it was so funny how they reference not just ninjas, but Naruto in general. Like, can they do like a Kazebeshi no Jutsu? Can they throw shurikens? Like, Zoro's like, look, I want to see them throw a shuriken. Law's like, I want to see them like disappear and reappear and stuff like that. Like, shit like that. Like, the most stupidity ninja questions that anyone would ask. Like, how his ninja skills work. And they're playing some stupid game called Kazebe Hide and Seek no Jutsu or some shit like that. And Kanjuro just pretty much covered Kinemon's eyes. And then all of a sudden, this fucking monkey comes out of nowhere. Even in the manga, I just found that as a what the fuck scene in general. Like, the monkey just comes on down, knocks Kanjuro and Kinemon down, even though they said they're going to be there in a minute. Then there's this voice that said, I'm pretty sure it must have been the monkey, it's obvious, who else would it be? Pretty much saying that, alright, I gotta warn the others, there are intruders here on this island. And basically, yeah, unless, not giving away anything here, spoilers, but what do you guys, you anime viewers, again, no spoilers, for you anime viewers only, do you guys think that Kinemon and Kanjuro are the real intruders? Because that's that weird monkey thing that just fell on by pretty much was saying. Who the hell knows? But anyways, moving for that, I thought it was actually pretty funny. And the way they set this up, like again, I loved how Law and Zoro just slapped the audience who was watching this back to reality. Like, dude, it's a fucking drawing. Let's just move on. Like we're here, guys. Just chill. Relax. Stop being sad. We've been at Zoro. And Luffy's getting all excited, like Luffy usually does, exploring the new lands and shit. And etc. etc. And then while he separates and does his own thing, we have Zoro and the gang pretty much just investigating the forest. Then all of a sudden, we see that fucking Carrot was watching them, and she probably thinks that it might be the intruders or the invaders coming to the island. We see Carrot fucking jumping out of a bush. Now, I don't know if they skipped this part or not, but I'm pretty sure there was a scene where Carrot is supposed to jump up a building. Oh, wait, no, correction. I think that's going to be in the next episode, where they're going to have that one scene where, like, Carrot is just... her jumping skills, she's never skipped jump day. Let's just put it that way. It's a jump that will put Mario or anyone from Smash Brothers to shame. It's like, holy shit. But you'll find out when you actually see that in the next episode. I was going to say chapter, I stopped myself. The next episode. So that's going to be pretty awesome. And judging from that, the preview, we see that Carrot's pretty much attacking them and won this... shit, fuck. Oh, God. Sorry. Forget you ever heard that, okay? Forget you ever heard. Dog Mink Lady, let's just call her that. Dog Mink Lady pretty much comes in there and says there's an invader in the Will Forest. God fucking damn it. It's hard for me to spoil names. It's so annoying. But just ignore it. Like, no. Just ignore it. Just ignore that. Fuck me. I'm tired when I'm recording this late. Because I was just doing stuff, fucking around, like, with my friends and shit. So that's why I didn't really have time to actually record it earlier because I was with my friends, but now I'm here, so it's like, yeah. So it's pretty late when I'm recording it right now, but regardless, though, I'm just going to wrap it up pretty soon anyway. So to get everything out of the way, though, so we got a cliffhanger for the next episode. Judging from the preview, it looks like we're going to get ourselves, like, Luffy fighting off against some minks. I guess Carrot is still going to fight off Zoro in the way, kind of. But I think things are just going to get a little more calmer and chiller. So we'll see about that. So overall, now when it comes to this episode overall, like I said, the pacing was a bit dragged on when it comes to the RYUNOSUKE stuff. So it was kind of slow at the beginning. But then it did get a lot better once we got to ZORRO. Things really started to pick up and things started to get really good. Now what made this episode really shine was not only we got a brand new intro, like a little, I guess, prologue, I guess you could say. Because remember the prologue, we always, you know how it is. It's the same old thing. We usually skip it and go to the episode wherever the title card is, right? Well, apparently, didn't expect this out of left field. TOEI actually changed the prologue. And that's actually really exciting. Not only did they change the prologue, which, by the way, is definitely one of my favorite ones. And it's actually pretty beastly. Especially the animation. God damn, the animation for that looks really great. By the way, what made this episode shine also, mainly the MVP, goes to the animators. The animation looked so fucking smooth. I love the animation. The animation, spot on, was on point. The animation, surprisingly, for TOEI standards, which is mind-blowing, just looked incredibly well, which I was actually pretty shocked that the animation actually looks like it's improving from every episode of ZORRO. So it's a big possibility that the ZORRO arc might get some really great budgeting here. Like, this could be one of those One Piece arcs that actually gets a really great budget. Or maybe it's because how successful Film Gold is, and like, you know what? Why don't we use that same animation team that makes Film Gold, well, at least some of them, and make the episodes really great, really shine, going back to our glory days of old school One Piece. So, you know what? That actually does work out. And I am so glad. I'm really hoping to keep the style. The animation for the environments of the city and the OST was so good. Oh my god. It's a brand new OST they used, because I know there's like a new World OST soundtrack that just came out recently. And the song they choose, I kind of recognize it because I heard some of it from the previews. And it was spot on, really well done OST, on point, and it actually fit the scenario quite well. So, yeah, when it comes to this episode, I'm going to give this episode... Oh, by the way, one more thing that they changed, too, was the little commercial break things. Yeah, the little break commercial things. They actually changed those, which I forget what they're called, forgive me. They actually changed it to the I mean, yeah, we had the new Wanted posters. Like, remember the old school ways they used to do it? How they have the posters flying around? Well, not really the posters. Then, the second time around, they changed it to where it just had the characters portray, and they would have their OST actually playing in the background. That's pretty much what we got here, except extremely better. They went back to the old school ways to doing it. You know, the whole... You know, that, like, the OSTs for each character when they show either the Wanted poster or the portray of the character. Yo, I'm actually very surprised that they actually went back to the old school roots. That was actually like, fucking yeah, man, that's definitely old school One Piece right there, and I love it. And I really like the way too how when they show the Wanted posters, they actually show like each of their flashback thing in the background, which is really cool. I loved how they just flashed God Usopp's poster with his theme playing. That actually fitted well. And Sexy Robin, I really did like the whole pomegranate thing they showed in the back, and etc. That was really fucking tight. That was spot on, really good. And so I'm going to give the episode a 4 out of 5. A very good episode, not a great episode overall. Again, if it wasn't for the pacing and the cliffhanger, it would be so much better. But it was a pretty good episode for comedy purposes. We did finally get the ZORRO. The animation was actually very good for the episode, and I'm really hoping TOEI actually keeps it up. And judging from the preview, the animation even looks even better compared to in this episode. Oh man, is this going to be that one arc in One Piece where it's actually going to get some pretty good fucking budgeting? Because I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. And hopefully when we get the whole Cake Island, please don't make it like Dressrosa, that's all I gotta say. Anyways, that is pretty much about it. Rating again is 4 out of 5. What do you guys think of the episode? Let me down in the comment section below if you loved or hate the episode. That'll be awesome. So yes, until we meet again, I will see you guys next week for episode 754 review of One Piece anime, the ZORRO arc, man. Oh man, compared to when we really first went back to canon, they're really stepping it up, man. Like, I think that one little complaint just can make a huge difference, and it just steps their game up. Now, I don't know about how Dragon Ball Super is going to do, but from what I've been hearing, I think it's just as good, but not as great animation, I would say, as this One Piece episode. It's just spot on clean. So this is the Ninja Reviewer signing out, saying peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. Sky Inaru. Anime manga fans, keep supporting what you read and what you watch. I'll see you guys next week for episode 754. Bye-bye.